Good afternoon and welcome to the Australian Walkabout Wildlife Park. I'm Eddie Brand and today I'm going to give you a zookeeper talk on Ali, the common wombat. We have two wombats at the park. There's Ali, who's a common wombat or a bare-nosed wombat, and Hippo, who's a southern hairy-nosed wombat. There's three species of wombat in Australia. These two and the northern hairy-nosed wombat. The northern hairy-nosed wombat is actually one of the most critically endangered populations of mammals in the world. There's only about 200 left of them. Look at this big roller.
This reflection's so bad.
But this population used to be 65, so it's doing pretty well to recover. They're protected in the Scientific National Park west of Rockhampton in the Epping Forest. So what Hippo's doing right now is very common for wombats, just doing nothing all day. Now, wombats are furry little excavators which are built for digging. That's why they have their pouch facing backwards, which is the same as koalas. They're actually one of the world's largest burrowing mammals, probably the biggest. Can anybody think of a bigger one?
Morning?
No, neither. So they live underground to thermoregulate, and because their physiology, it's not really that good for thermoregulating. They've got a thick fur and a severe lack of sweat glands, so they can't sweat at all. So they make these. Oh, she's waking up a bit. Look how cute she is. So yeah, they make their burrows underground, which helps them thermoregulate. There's never been a burrow found anywhere in Australia which is above 16 degrees Celsius. No matter how hot it is outside, it's always going to be 16 or below in their burrow. They prefer cooler weather, like -10 and -5 is okay for them. They're active at night and sleep during most of the day. They're a grazing herbivore which only eats grasses. There's a myth that they eat roots and roots vegetables because they live underground, but that's not true. So outside their burrow they maintain like a halo of grass because they're pretty lazy and they don't want to venture too far to forage for food. They sort of just come out at night time, scamper around, get a bit active, look for friends, look for food, and then just go back and sleep. It's a pretty good life. So they expend a lot of time and effort in making these burrows. Luckily, Hippo and Ali here don't have to waste an ounce of energy. They've all set up with their comfy little beds.
Oh, they do.
And they spend all of their lives here. I've never seen them anywhere except for here and the other one. I might not be here enough, but...
Definitely not.
Yeah. And yeah, they don't have much energy, which is partly due to their diet of eating grasses, commonly like arid grasses which have really low energy content. Their closest living relative is actually a koala. Very similar sleep pattern, like only active for 4 hours a day, backwards facing pouch. They have a super strong hind bone, similar to koalas. You really don't, if you go down a pipe and you found a wombat, you should turn around because you're not going to push it out. They also have a low basal metabolic rate to conserve energy during the drought.
Can we unlock that door?
Yeah, so Hippo's waking up a bit, so let's
So's Ali.
Let's give her a bit of a treat. So's Ali. She loves sweet tatty and she loves corn. Just feast your eyes on this. Very excited. These big cute creatures are threatened by a few things, including, well, mainly land clearing. They've got a big fight against the farmers.
Ready? Yeah, she's ready. And chuck that on the ground for her. Where's our princess?
So they've got a few threats, farmers, because they're constantly destroying fence lines. And, oh yeah, destroying fence lines, burrowing under crops, which can actually form like these big holes, which farmers have put their expensive machinery through, like $100,000 of tractors, which just fallen into holes. Aboriginal hunting is still ongoing, but that's not really a massive threat because such low numbers of wombats being killed. Disease which affects them is sarcoptic mange, which is probably most likely transferred through foxes. It's also through dogs and cats, but they interact with foxes a lot more. So this is fatal for wombats, but it can easily be treated with a bit of frontline, just 3 or 4 times, which is basically impossible for a wild wombat because they're always in a burrow and it's nocturnal. So treating them 3 or 4 times is not really a goer. And also roadkill. So what you can do to save the wombats is slow down on the roads, raise awareness for them, eat sustainably. When you see a wombat dead on the road, you should go check it out. Check it for pouch young because they can survive for a few days. If you find one, then call Wise or the Walkabout Park. And please donate. Thank you very much for my talk. Does anybody have any questions?
Can she pat it?
Yeah, you can pat it.
Yeah. Where should she pat it?
Behind the ear, it loves that. She loves it.